posture here.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the special edition of the Hometown Musician Spotlight, where tonight we're going to be focusing on the Greenstock Music Festival, the second annual live music festival indoors here at the VFW Post in Calumet City next Saturday. And today I have two of the members of the Milk Billies band and the driving force behind the Greenstock Music Festival. I have Raymond Pollalis and Marc Adrian. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you being here. Yeah.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? First thing I like to do, I like to kind of get a little essence of my guests. So tell us where you're born, where you grew up, and then maybe a little bit of how the music bug first bit you.
Oh, goodness. I'll start since I'm going to be shorter. From Cherville, Indiana, born and raised there, still living there.
Mm-hmm.
Music bug bit me, probably about 2020 because COVID hit.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, I need to do something with my life. And music decided to take over at that point. And then I met Marc, who really pushed that to be my life at this point.
Don't blame me. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I grew up in Munster, Indiana,
Mm-hmm.
and I kind of always, my house was musical, a lot of music being
Mm-hmm.
played and stuff, and I had older brothers who played piano and guitar and stuff. So I don't know when it hit me. I know when I was
Mm-hmm.
12, I kept asking for a guitar, and I got one.
Do you still have
Eventually.
that? Do you still have that first
I
instrument?
do still have that guitar. It's a Mexican Strat, a 1992 Mexican Stratocaster.
Yeah, I know a lot of musicians that wish they still had that, so I'm
Yeah.
sure you're cherishing that.
I sold it to my brother, and then he gave it back to me. a couple years after.
So I was at Greenstock last year, and it really was one fun, complete day. I don't know how much thought went into it, but take us back to the day where and when somebody first said, one of you guys said, "Hey, let's have a music festival."
Well, I think I posed I had this idea for a long time to do really like a wintertime music fest that was indoor, and I must have mentioned it to Mike, and Mike's all about the music, so he got that idea in his head, and once he has an idea in his head, you can't really stop him. So he says, "Okay, we're gonna do it. We're gonna throw this thing," and we sat down and just talked about when and how and what we were gonna do, without really having any experience. I mean, I've played a lot of festivals, but I've never been on this side of it. But that first one, yeah, we just started. We started probably later than we should have too, but we just started brainstorming and put it together, and it was close, right? It got down to the wire with some of the things, but we got it all done, made it happen, and it was the day to remember.
It worked out real well.
It did. It was.
I think it was a spectacular premiere, and I plan on being at every Greenstock is from here to the end of time. And so I looked at your list of musicians and bands, and I've seen all but two, and I'm excited to see the two that I haven't seen. But what goes into picking your musicians, and of course every musician and bands have their own schedule, so getting 10 people together on a Saturday, what were some of the challenges you had in trying to, and I love the way you arranged, because we have Gerhardt, bam, right off the bat.
That's right.
So talk about the lineup and talk about your guests.
So I think the biggest part of it was keeping it local. We don't really necessarily want to have people, national acts and all that stuff. We want people to give their best with their opportunity that we can give them. So like you said, we're putting Gerhardt first to get started rock and rolling right away. Challenges, though, like you said, it's not easy getting 10 groups to show up on not short notice this year.
No.
Last year.
Yeah, we had a lot of headway this year. So, we started asking people pretty early. The first thing we did is we put feelers out. We said, we're accepting submissions. They figured anybody who responded to that, was going to be enthusiastic. And that's part of what we wanted, right? We didn't want to have somebody begrudgingly playing the gig. So really, we got a couple bands that way. And, a lot of the folks had either been there last year and saw the music, or they're people who come out to our jam nights and, we know pretty well. So, yeah, we started there, and then we had a couple bands in mind that we thought would be a nice fit. So we asked them. We tried to generally have acts that didn't play last year.
Mm-hmm.
We wanted, mostly, we want to
Yes.
keep it fresh every year. But we do have a couple, return acts. Milk Billies are playing again because
Nomad
we're going to be
Planets
here
are
anyways.
returning.
That's right.
Yes.
Yeah, Nomad Planets.
That's a big pull right there.
Planets, I've known those guys 26 years or so, and they've always been just a great act, so.
Oh, yeah.
I like that you're keeping it fresh and mixing it up. Like I said, a couple new bands that I'm yet to see, and I even but I've seen some of the bands that I didn't see until last year out at Finnegan's and some of the other places. So to say, by the way, we're coming to you from the VFW post in Calumet City, where every Monday night, my two gentlemen to the left of me are hosting a jam night. You're not going to go anywhere on a Monday night and find live music, but yes, here you are, Calumet City, Illinois. You're going to find jam night. So guys, I appreciate you talking about Greenstock. Let's get into a couple more fun questions, and some that you might not be ready for, but
oh boy.
So let me ask you this. So if there was any one venue in the world, past or present, that you would like to play in, what would be your dream room, so to say?
My dream room.
Some people have said Red Rocks. It doesn't have to be a room.
Yeah.
That's definitely up there for me.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, and it's not because it's a great venue, because I don't think it is. But I've always wanted to play. I don't even know what it's called right now. In Tinley,
a World Theater. I still call it
the World. Yeah.
Yeah. Twitter, whatever.
Because honestly, that was. I saw Bob Dylan there, and that was literally the moment where I was like,
"Yeah,
I'm going to try to make music my career."
Yeah,
and as if it hadn't occurred to me before that moment. So ever since then, I've always been like, I want to be on that stage. I know it's a fine venue, it's fine, but it's not. It's not Red Rocks. There's cooler places in a lot of aspects, but for me, there's like that connection to that, pretty pivotal moment of my life. Really pivotal moment of my life. So. That's been my goal or something I'd like.
I think for me, I've never been there, but I've seen things about it online. The Caverns, which is in Tennessee, it's just a cave where they host music events. I think that'd be really cool. I love the outdoors, so it'd be cool to go there and then like camp for the rest of the weekend or something. Or Red Rocks.
All right,
obviously,
cool.
Easy answer.
The other thing, I've always wanted to play at the bottom of the quarry, but I don't think they'll let me.
Could you imagine the echoes? There you go. Waking up the echoes there. Yeah. So last question, and another fun question, but if you could trade places with any other musician for a whole weekend, dead or alive, would there be anybody that you wouldn't mind trading places with?
Oh, boy.
Some people don't have answers. This is a tough one. Some people have an answer.
Right.
I've heard everything from John Lennon and the Lost Weekend to Gene Simmons because he has a lot of money.
I'd have to do some studying, but it'd be fun to sit in for John Mayer with the Dead.
Okay, there you go.
I'd be pretty into that. I've played a lot of Grateful Dead throughout the years.
Okay, all right.
So, I mean, honestly, the ideal would be to like sit in with They Might Be Giants would be my actual, but it'd be way too much work. I wouldn't know where to begin. Their music's kind of difficult that I'm not accustomed to.
What's that song? Canary. What's the one with the bird?
Birdhouse in Your Soul.
Birdhouse in Your Soul. Love that one by They Might
song,
Be Giants. That's a great song. How about you, Ray?
I think I'd have to go with one of my biggest musical influences, who is dead now, Bob Marley. For a couple of reasons. One, he's very politically charged, but he does it in a subtle way, if that's a correct way to say it, because he's definitely not subtle about it. but his music sort of is.
Yes.
And reggae music in general is very influenced by that. It's very, I'm going to say what I'm going to say in a calm way.
Yes.
So I think I would like to do
awesome.
That's a good call too. That'd be fun.
Yeah. Beautiful. Well, guys, it's been great. I really wish you nothing but the best this Saturday in Greenstock.
April 12th.
Yeah, April 12th, Greenstock. Your indoor Woodstock right here in Calumet City. And that's going to wrap it up for today. And until next time, peace, everybody.